Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Alexa. I just came back from Raleigh, North Carolina from the Dreamville Festival, the 5th and final Dreamville Festival. Exactly, cry with me, weep with my soul. This is the hoodie I'm upcycling. It's the classic Dreamville hoodie. I feel like every Dreamville stan, every Cole fan has this hoodie or this shirt. I am so inspired by the designer who upcycles hoodies on Instagram. This is her information right here. If you know her, you know. Her name is Upcycled, and she is just notorious for upcycling hoodies like Nike, Adidas, and to just like these really cool, funky color block designs. And I love them. I'm obsessed with them. So I saw this one. I'm like, I need to make this. I need this in my life. So I'm going to upcycle the Dreamville hoodie into something that kind of looks like this. And it's gonna have all types of flowers. So I have tons of different like sweatshirt fleece material to work with. But yeah, if you are trying to see how to make this, and if you're so inspired like Upcycled as I am, stay tuned to this video, learn how to do this. And if you make this, please let me know. Please tag me, please tag her page. Please support her because she's great. But yeah, let's get into the video. Supplies for this project are a hoodie or a crew neck. You need assorted felt or fleece fabric scraps. I use sweatshirt fleece from old hoodies that I had, different colors. You need them for the flowers and for the circle centers. You'll need the pattern, the flower pattern. You can purchase this on my Etsy store, sosewalexa. I have the link provided in the description box below. Fabric scissors, safety pins and straight pins, a sewing machine, and matching thread colors for the fabric and the centers. And that's all you'll need for this project. Let's get into the tutorial. First, you'll print the flower pattern. Next, you want to use the pattern to trace the flower shapes in different colors of the scrap fabrics. I use the washable marker to trace the flower onto the fabric. You can use a disappearing ink pen. You can use chalk as long as it washes out. I cut out 39 flowers for my hoodie. My size hoodie is an extra large and I wanted flowers everywhere. So it's completely dependent upon what your personal taste is. If you want less flowers, if you want more flowers, just have fun with it. And here I'm cutting out the contrasting circle centers for each flower out of tiny fabric scraps. Next, you want to arrange the flowers and the circle centers. Lay everything out and arrange how you want it to look, what colors you want to go together. And like I said before, just have fun. Pin the circle centers to the flowers using the straight pins to just keep everything in place. Now it's time to sew those circle centers on the flower. So I used a 5.0 stitch length, which is also known as a basting stitch, to sew that circle center to the flower. And you're just rotating. Since it's a circle, you just want to go slow with the stitching and rotate the flower. Now that I have all the circle centers sewn onto the flowers, it's time to arrange the flowers onto the hoodie. You want to remove any lint before arranging the flowers. Now it's time to lay out the flowers. Don't overthink it, just have fun. Sewing is a fun thing, creating is fun, so just go crazy and do as your heart desires. Once you have a layout you like and you're happy with, my biggest tip here is to secure the flowers down with safety pins and not straight pins. I initially tried using straight pins and found that while I was sewing, the flowers were just popping off. So I switched to safety pins to secure everything down. That is my biggest tip here. Now you want to continue arranging the flowers for the back of the hoodie, the sleeves, and for the hood. Once everything is secured, it's time to sew. Now it's time to sew the flowers down, and again I'm using a 5.0 stitch length, which is also a basting stitch. And you want to stitch slowly around each curve of the flower petal. This is going to be time consuming, so put on a good playlist, put on a movie, take your time, there's no rush. Sewing the flowers down was very time consuming, but it was so fun. I'm just so excited about how it's looking so far and how this hoodie's turning out. It's one of those things that when you visualize something and then you sketch it, and now like there's a moment of actually materializing this into a tangible item, and it just feels so good. I will say sewing the flowers down on the sleeves was the trickiest part of this entire process. So my tip is to cut the sleeve seam open and lay it flat in one single layer while you're sewing. So this made sewing the sleeves or sewing the flowers on the sleeves so much easier. So now I'm just turning that sleeve inside out, inside out, the wrong side out, and I'm just pinning that sleeve seam back in place just so I can close it up. And I just used a regular straight stitch to close that seam up, nothing major. But after this step, I was done. I threw the hoodie into the wash to get rid of those tracing marks from the washable marker. And yeah, here's the hoodie. Here's the final product. I'm just so pleased with how the hoodie came out. I can't say it enough. I literally just want to upcycle every hoodie that I have. Maybe I'll upcycle some sweatpants or shorts to match this. Who knows? But shout out again to designer Upcycled X on Instagram for her inspiring art. Check out her IG and her website. Her website is upcycledxmariah.com to explore her dope work. And thank you again for watching this video. Please be sure to like, show love in the comments, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.